Hi, welcome back. It's Laura at Hyperstamper. I'm going to put 4 books out over the next few days. All of them are a little thinner of a junk journal using antique books. So this one has lots of inserts, antique postcards, old ephemera, lots and lots of my usual wonderful pieces, but a smaller journal. So this is probably about, I'm going to say 45 US every day the exchange rate changes, but yeah. So you can hop on over to my Etsy shop, hyperstamper.etsy.com, and check it out. I'll put in probably one a day, or might just throw them all on tomorrow. I'm not sure. Whatever I can get done tonight. So yeah, I'm going to take you on a little journey here. Just a reminder, there's no tariffs and everything gets sent over the border by courier, so there's no brokerage fees. Here we go. So right inside here, this is the original first page of this beautiful antique book. Look at this little girl reading her books at her desk here. It's absolutely gorgeous. This book is from, I want to say 1909 or less. And here is the original first plate of the book, and there's an inscription page as well. I've got vintage 1950s stickers on here, an antique book page for journaling on, a vintage flinch card, and an old milk tab ticket. You can have lots of fun making them into your own ephemera clusters. Speaking of which, here's one here with the top of an interior spine. And that is the original first plate of the book. It's so beautiful, Elsie and her loved ones. And then here I have 1960s payday card. Again, you can upcycle playing cards beautifully. It's really fun to do. There's a 1940s book page and a little vintage mini book page. And this is a gorgeous postcard. Look at this one. And that is from the 1950s. I love the old stamps, the old message there. It's beautiful. The little village on top of the hill there, a little fishing village. It's so pretty. And then I've got some fun clusters here. This is from the 1890s, the story of the wallflower. I love this old one here. That's from the 30s. And this is a great plate here from the early 1900s as well, a lithograph. And we've got the grouse on one side and there. And then this is a really fun page also from the 30s. And this is from a vintage children's book here, The End of the Rainbow, Story of Tatterjack. And another vintage postcard here, also from the 50s. Another fun cluster using antique paper. And here's more antique paper from the 20s. And I added antique paper for the back of that. This is fun. These would be really fun gifts to give, wouldn't they? You can even add lots of your own ephemera. And this is 3 handwritten research papers here, probably from about the 1930s. More children's book pages. This is from a vintage botanical book. Here is an antique postcard. Actually, that one is way over 100 years old. And a little flip out here with some vintage doily bits up here and a vintage 1939 map of New York City. There's the border there, New Jersey, New York. Really special, same year as the World's Fair in New York. And this is a lovely piece from the early 1900s. Look at this little cat and this little dog. He's sweet. And this beautiful image on the other side here. And I made this pocket out of an 1890s page down here. And this is a pilot's log. And this page here, it was about a 15-year log. This one is from 1960. All the flights that pilot took. It's really cool. Antique paper here for extra journaling space. And that's a wonderful little children's page. And there is a vintage botanical page. Here's Queen Anne's lace there. And I love this billboard page here from 1928. And look at this beautiful pink paper from a children's Highlands book. And there's a Hansel and Gretel, and it's a fun game with the hidden pictures. You have to find those different things inside the picture. So that's a fun little vintage activity. We actually still have search and finds today, don't we? There's a vintage bridge sheet for journaling on. And here is another piece. That is a antique plate there. Isn't that beautiful? Myrene Crow. And then back here I have, it's really fun, 1950s magazine page. It's fun to fool your husband. because she served him margarine and told him it was butter. Oh, that is sneaky. Yeah, that looks delicious. Anyways, hilarious. There's a wonderful tea recipe, or a tea bag advertisement, and apple recipes. Fabulous. See, it's not just for fun. These could be really great to try these recipes as well. Here's one of these magnet flip overs, and there is a vintage 1950s paper doll skirt. Fun little image there from a 1930s book. And down here is from the 1940s. And that's from the 30s. And here is a great 1933 page here from Girls' Own Annual. And another blank little spot to journal on here and make a page pocket out of. Antique paper flower. And that is the original The End page of this book. So I hope you love it as much as I loved making it. You can find this and other smaller journals, perfect for a budget, and hyperstamper.etsy.com. Subscribe and come back soon. Bye for now.